Hello, Python programmers. So before we start with the project, let's say hi to my pet Pikachu, or my friends, or the lady who gives me jal. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so as you have already guessed, in this video, we're gonna see how we can put still images on live video feed. Okay, so let's see first the requirement. Now let me close this. Okay, so let's see the requirement of this project real quick. First of all, we have to import OpenCV. So just open the command prompt and write pip install. Just a second. Pip install open cv python. Okay, python. Press enter. This package will be installed for you. For me, this is already installed. Now, the second package that you have to install is CVZone. So, write pip install CVZone. Once again, for me, the requirement is already satisfied. CVZone is a computer vision package that uses advanced AI for complex image processing tasks. I recently found out about this package and now I'm gonna create multiple videos on this package. Now, the next package that you have to install is MediaPipe. This is one of the requirement for your CVZone. So, MediaPipe, press enter. Once again, for me, this package is already installed, but you may have to install this. Okay, so with the requirements being done, let's get to our editor so that we can start writing a code. Okay, so now we are into our editor. So first of all, let's start off with importing the packages. So first we have imported the OpenCV, then we have imported CVZone. Then from CVZone, we have imported selfie segmentation module, and we're gonna actually use the remove background from this selfie segmentation class. Okay, then let's move on. So we have used cv2.video capture method to capture the video from our webcam. Now you can use multiple methods here. You can use your phone camera, you can use a Wi-Fi module. I have created multiple videos on these topics, so I'll provide link for each of them in the description. You can check out from them. Then we have set the exact height and width of our video. Now you have to make sure that whenever you are downloading the background memes or background images, make sure that they are of the size 640 by 480. Now this is very easy. What you can do is just click on any image, make sure that it's PNG, then go to edit. This is for our Windows user, and go to resize and set the pixel and just remove this maintain aspect ratio button and just write horizontal 640 and vertical 480, and your image is ready to go for this project. Okay, then let's go back to our program. Then we are creating a loops var variable. Okay, for now you can forget this loops var variable. No, actually you should not forget, because we are creating an infinite loop using this loops var variable. So in the starting, we have set this loops var is equal to true. Okay, so this becomes a infinite loop because while true is always true. So this loop will keep on going until we set loops var is equal to false, which we'll do in this exit condition. But let's talk about what is happening before the exit condition. So we are reading the data from a video, the video that is captured from a webcam. We are reading the data, and it gives two variable, the check and frame. Check is something that we don't require. We only require the video data. So video data is stored in frame. Now initially we want to display the raw image to the user, okay, without any filter, without any background image, the raw video. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll do cv2.imshow, and then we'll show the raw image to the user. Okay, so this is the first case which will happen as soon as the program is executed. Okay, user is shown with the raw video, and then what we have done here is we have specified a wait key, and if wait key is equal to C or keystroke, or the user has pressed the key C, then what will happen is loops var will become false and this for loop will stop running, or this is the exit condition for our program. Whenever user wants to exit this program, they have to press C. Okay, now here comes the first part. We have specified keys for each background image. So QWER. So these are the four keys that I have specified for each background image. These are our background images. First is Pikachu, then we have Spider-Man, then we have this Friends meme. I don't know what it is. Then we have Jal meme from Viva. Then we have Kings 11 Punjab Bola. I guess his name was Cortel. So yeah, we have these five memes, and we have actually only used four of them, but you can use as many as you want. Okay, so here what we are doing is we have created a condition for each key press, like if the key press is Q, if the key press is E, if the key press is R. Now, when these keys are pressed, this image change function is called, and this function is called with a specific unique string, right? When Q is pressed, the string passed is first image. If E is pressed, the string passed is third image. If R is pressed, the string passed is fourth image. Okay, then let's move on to our image change function. Okay, so what we are doing again is we are calling the loops var variable, which is a global variable. Okay, so before we start removing the background, we have to select that what background we have to set for the user. Okay, so if image, which is the variable of this function, is equal to first image, then background image or bg image is equal to cv2.imread. We are using the cv2.imread method to read the image. Okay, make sure that they are in the same folder, and if they are not in the same folder, you have to specify the entire path here. Okay, then we have specified this for each key press. Then again we are creating a infinite while loop using this loops var variable. Again, video variable is read, the data is stored in this frame variable, and now the magic is about to happen. We are using segmentation class. Actually, I guess I have missed a line here. Yeah, so we are creating the selfie segmentation class instance. The variable name is segment. Okay, so we are calling this remove bg function from this selfie segmentation class, and it has three parameters. First is the video, the live video, then we have the background image, then we have the threshold. Okay, now this cv zone is a really strong package. Okay, so even if you have busy background, then also you can get pretty much accurate background removal, but for that you have to tune this variable. This is like the strength of removal of background. Okay, then we are showing this video to our user using the cv2.imshow method. Then we are creating a wait key. This is actually the same thing that we have done here. We have specified individual command for each key press, like if the user presses the Q key, then this image change function is called with the first image string. Okay, I have already explained this here, so I don't think so I have to explain you again. And yeah, this was the project. This was actually a very small and very impressive project. Now let me show you once again. Let's run our program. Just a second. Let's run our program once again. And hey, here I am with no filters applied. Let me bring back my Pikachu. So here's my Pikachu. Let's bring back the lady with the gel. Okay. Okay. Thank you. And let's bring back my friends. Hello. And a Spider-Man. Okay. So this was it. This was a short video in which I have shown you that how you can create your own Zoom call filter using Python. And I'll meet you in my next lecture. Bye bye.